Well, good morning everybody. Danny and Wanda back at Pecan Grove here. Woo, we come outside this morning. I got up, it was 51 degrees when I woke up this morning. Sit around, got breakfast cooked, and come out the door about 7. And it's already in the low 40s. The wind's blowing, it's getting cold. And by in the morning, they said we was gonna be in the teens. So that's a pretty big drastic drop for us down here in the deep south. And rather than trying to cover up all these cabbages and do everything, the heads are just as hard as a rock. We've decided to go ahead and harvest the cabbages out of the raised bed tubs out here, the mineral tubs, and not have to worry about them during the freeze. And there's a couple of them that ain't quite ready, and some cauliflower here that ain't ready. We'll have to cover them. But other than that, we're gonna take everything else out, feed the rest of it to the animals, and try to get a final harvest that we can before the big freeze comes. All right, look at this, Miss Wanda.
Now these went through that last snow and freeze where it got down. What was the low temperature?
Oh, we got down to 8 degrees.
All right, and we had all these covered.
Yeah, some of that water out of them. I used to raise cabbage for a living, and I lost a ton of money one time because you see this cabbage head right here? This is probably a 2.5 pound head of cabbage. My cabbage heads were ranging around 11 pounds, and they sent me a message back and told me they couldn't take them. They'd all have to be ground up into coleslaw because it wouldn't fit in the refrigerator. And they wanted 2.5 to 3.5 to 4 pound heads. They didn't want anything any larger than that. And so now, this is a normal head of cabbage now. Isn't that pretty? No bugs, no nothing. Mm-hmm. I'm gonna set it to the side right here. Let's check this one. This here is hard as a rock. Let's see what we can get on it.
And the rest is going to rabbits and chickens.
Chickens and rabbits and cows and whatever else will eat it. Look at that. That's a little one, but hey, it's gonna be
pound and a half.
About a pound. Yeah, it's gonna eat pretty good.
Make some good stewed cabbage.
Coleslaw is what I'm looking at.
Coleslaw.
I love fresh coleslaw.
I got some sausage that we done made, just waiting for some cabbage.
Waiting for some cabbage. Yeah, look at here.
And some Danny corn that needs to be made into cornmeal. Ooh. Now that one was starting to get a bug.
This one here, we're gonna put it back. Put this one back. I'm gonna tell you what, that joker is so. My hand is like froze. I didn't realize it was that cold. Goodness. All this water getting on my hand. A lot of sacrifice here for this. But there's another
3. One. So that's about what, a 2.5 pound?
Yeah, about 2.5. Here's another one right here. This is hard here.
They've been in there long enough. They just didn't grow to start with because it was so hot.
Well, they didn't grow because of the heat, and then the cold hit them. And
they didn't have no medium weather.
Man. Get as much water out of it as I can before we take it in the house. Woo! Goodness gracious alive.
That wind's tough when it blows.
Wind is coming off of ice, it feels like. Man. Some of them ain't very big, but you know what? When you run them through that grinder, it don't know no different. Get another one here. Get that leaf off right there. Get that leaf off. Pine straw out of it, off this pine tree. Turn it upside down, shake the water out of it. All right, this one here is still in the process. It's a younger cabbage. It's just starting to make a head up in there. So we're gonna see if we can't cover it up here. Put a little bucket over it there. See if that'll help it a little bit. All right, this is our cauliflower. So we're gonna try to, I got another one of these big tubs. I'm gonna try to, because the onion will come back. I ain't worried about that. All right, that takes care of that. Now, what we'll do is, like these here, I'll pull these up. Oh, there's my electric culture. Don't want to get that lost up in it. These all knock them off like that. We'll take all this up, feed it to the animals. All right, guys, we had to come in and out the freaking cold out there. It's we're 60 degrees in here, so that's you can tell we're at 60, so not too bad in here. Feels really nice compared to outside. I thought we'd show you the celery after we cut it off here about a week or so ago. Give Miss Heidi and them all the
Been about 2 weeks, 2.5.
Been about 2 weeks. Look how it's come back. Boy, I mean, tell you, it took off. Literally. Look at this. It's ready almost to be cut again. Mm-hmm. Man.
And then we've got our little cabbages.
Got our little cabbages back there. And whether they'll do anything, I don't know. But we're just leaving them right now. They've been in there since last October. Probably not, but
we'll make stewed cabbage.
Well, the leaves off of them still edible, so we just leave them, and they just keep getting to be bigger and bigger, the leaves and all, so we're not going to worry too much about that. We are going to cover everything back up, though, keep the bugs off of it. Okay, this is the VEGO bed that had all the strawberries in it. Well, we finally got them all taken out, ready to start amending this soil, adding more soil back, because, guys, look how much it went down. Look how much the worms took it down. From up here, we had it full all the way down to there. It's now time to go back and add some more good compost in on top of it where the worms have plenty to feed on. And we took the strawberries that we had left from there, we gave Miss Heidi and them some. And then we finished, me and Chris yesterday came to the other green stalk here while I had him here to help me. And we went ahead and we filled this thing up with some good soil and strawberries and watered them suckers in, and hoping that this freeze coming don't hurt them bad. That's the only thing. Now we do have some covers that I could put over this, and I just might do that. We got 3 of these with strawberries on them. I just might slip that plastic cover down over these things to protect them. A little update on the onions here. They're still growing. Just can't seem to get no warm weather to get them up and get them going good. But this is the Vidoras. They're struggling because they just ain't had no weather fit for it. And I'm already noticing this bed has already gone down that much. I'm just totally amazed that it's gone down that much already. And it was full to the top. Of course, we have our banana trees here. And we have the, what was this one? The sweet, the 1015s?
Yeah.
Was this a 1015?
Oh, and don't be losing my, look.
Yeah, this is a 1015.
You see?
Oh, what is that?
Right there, all my,
what is that?
My, we had them in here last year and they never made because it was end of the season.
Was it squash?
It was a type of squash or something. So those are going out of here, but we're leaving them
tonight. We got to put something over them.
We got to leave them and see if we can plant them outside, because remember they took over this whole.
They ran in here and took it over a vine. Just took the whole thing over.
And we they bloomed, but it froze before they.
But froze before they did. It sure did. Okay, while we're in here, we figured we'd go ahead and do this. I mean, put these over that just kind of as a little bit of a preventative. I know they got holes in them, but sometimes just a little bit helps. We'll take that and do that. Of course, we can let this side down if we have to.
Let it down. Gives them a little more protection.
A little bit more. I mean, it ain't much, but there we go. That'll help a little bit. This is our VEGOs that had the English peas. Me and Miss Faith planted around the edge of these.
Now you're going to plant something else out.
Yeah, we'll plant something else out here, but the English peas we want to run up this trellis in the back here, and they're beginning to put on some little trundles right here. Right there. I need to hit them some 20-20-20 while they're young so they can get some nitrogen there. That's that Malabar. You can't kill that stuff. It's coming up in here everywhere.
Got it all over the place, so I can transfer 1 or 2 to something I want and get rid of the others.
This was the, this was a Fulia jalapeno. I noticed right here little green leaves. We're going to have to do
Take
something.
the weed up.
Yeah, there's a little weed there. We're going to have to do something because it's coming back from outside after that hard freeze. So,
And the grapevine needed it.
yeah, the grapevine needed it to get them
and
leaves dead on.
the cauliflower over there we're leaving. It'll handle some pretty cool weather.
Yeah, they're in here where no frost or freeze has to hit them. Now, this here, we have our romaine lettuce in here and our onion chives. And this is the yellow granics, sweet yellow granics that I planted here. We bought in town here the other day.
They're still holding.
They're still holding.
English peas at the back.
Yep. All that's going to come up the trellis here in the back. On that one, we got this one here that Miss Faith planted. I come back and put the onions down the middle of it. Now, a lot of people are saying, well, that onion's not a companion plant for it. Look, when we were at Deep South, I had to try it. Miss Wanda had a whole long bed of English peas growing up about 3 feet high. I planted those onions right under the edge of them English peas all the way down them. Made onions that big around. Made plenty of English peas.
I'll try to link the video if I can.
Never affected anything. I don't know where that's coming from. And
it might be like field peas more than these are a different type
these
of
These are what they call green peas or shelling peas. These are not field peas. Now, it might have been talking, like Miss Wanda said,
and it might have been talking about pole beans instead of. But English peas, they work really good.
They work really good. Now, this bed right here.
Here's another one.
Well, that one's identical to this one.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're both identical. Now, this bed here has the Vidora onions in it, and I'm going to be honest with you, a lot of them's dying.
They just look pitiful.
They look pitiful. They were not good when we got them. They were the little bitty ones that I brought over here and stuck in here. I stuck a bed of them in here just to see. And they are probably not going to make it. You know, we'll probably end up planting something in here. And I may, a few of them might make some green onions, but they won't probably make a bulb. Now, these here are the red Creoles. And I know that it's not the soil. I know it's not the conditions or anything, because here is a multiplying onion sticking up here. That's what these right here should look like that. If we'd have got them in November, that's what they'd look like, because we planted them in here in the early fall. And these would look just like that. So we're way, way behind on these. Now, this is the other bed of English peas we have coming up here. We're going to try to get some jute string around this so they can grow up on it. This was our banana pepper we tried to save. Now, it hasn't completely died. There's no sign of any life on it yet. But now this here's the Fudia jalapeno. It's already got some little leaves coming back out on it. So it's possible that it might withstand it. And here we got the two other green stalks that me and Miss Wanda done with the strawberries, and the blooms are all coming back out on them pretty good. So I got little berries sticking out here. I'm excited. If the freeze don't hurt anything in here, we're gonna probably slip some bags over these, like I said, just to be safe. We got these other beds here. Nothing's planted in them. But I do have my seedless grapes right here that I have. There's Wanda's roses here. I've been kind of keeping a little water in them, and doggone if it don't look like they're going to outgrow the bucket before I get them in the ground. If it ever warms up here before we can actually plant these things. Get that out of the way like that.
Yeah, they've grown a little bit since just sitting
there. They've grown a lot. A whole lot.
And this has grown some too. So.
Yeah, I've been having to put water down the end of the bags because it's just nowhere to put them yet. And we have some cauliflower here. It's making some heads in here. I'm hoping it don't get cold enough inside the high tunnel here to kill these little heads here. And then we have this here. We need to harvest this today.
Yes. I need some lettuce. Heidi brought me some vinaigrette that I need to try.
Oh, yeah, she did. That's right. Let's see here. This here has got a good little head on it.
Lots of pretty leaves.
Lots of beautiful leaves. Let's get down here. See if I don't want to.
Even them big leaves. Oh, there's a spider in it. Get him out. I don't want to eat him.
There he goes. Oh, he's gone now.
Okay, a lot of these leaves, just chop them off back here. I'll take those too.
Okay, I was trying not to get any dirt in it because I knew it was sitting in that soil.
But isn't that pretty?
Isn't that beautiful? Look at that.
Oops, I'm going to lose them.
That is a beautiful romaine right there.
Yeah. And they have the best taste.
I ate some of that the other day you had. That was the best. Let me get this here off here for you. You just get that in. I'll get these leaves here.
Catch all those for me, but so this is gonna be.
Look at that. Man. There's nothing wrong with these leaves.
Nope. That's why I said don't throw them to my rabbits yet. They might get the trimmings.
Look at that. And tender? Goodness gracious, it's tender.
Yeah, all the way down to the close to the base. Yeah, that one's done. That one's got spots.
Yeah.
That one might be okay. But most of it, all the way down to way down here, is still tender.
It's really
It makes
tender.
a good salad.
Oh man, does it look at the root system. It had a nice little root system.
Yeah, let's hope those back yonder do the same.
This here, I'll just leave the root system right here. This here is our cauliflower. Get this up here out of the way. Lock it on there. We got a bag right here. Let Miss Wanda hold that bag. This cauliflower, we got this hard freeze coming. I love cauliflower. I don't want to run the risk. I know they're small, but I don't want to run the risk of losing them. So I'm going to go ahead
and these have been the sweetest.
Oh, we had some the other night. Oh my goodness. They're so tender. All right, this one here, I think we're just going to go ahead and get them. Get them. Because that freeze, I just can't take the risk of losing.
Now there's one behind it's real small. Tiny, tiny, you might could leave. That little bitty one. But these, go ahead and take those.
You want to go ahead and get them?
Well, do you think they'll?
I don't know if we got all we got in here. We can. We had some blankets in here. We were laying over them.
I folded them all up and put them in the shop because I thought we were over and done.
Let's take it. I want to be able to eat.
Little cauliflower's better than no cauliflower.
It's going to chop it up when you eat it anyway. Okay, now.
What about the rest of them? Anything there?
No. Yep.
One more.
One more back here. I planted these way too thick anyway, so okay, this is the final harvest of this pretty much anyway, so there are some little tiny heads on the rest of it.
We'll risk those.
I'm going to risk them, but what I am going to do is the animals are going to eat real good today.
Ahead of this freeze, they'll have plenty to gnaw on.
We're going to take care of them today because we're getting to a point where at some point you just have to pull stuff out, you know. That one ain't quite. Let's see this one here. You have to make an executive decision at some point, and today is that day because from this point forward, tomorrow we will be. If everything goes all right, we'll be butchering a hog because it's our coldest day, and if we can stand it, we're gonna try to get that hog butchered tomorrow, and I'd rather have all this behind me than to have to deal with this after having worked with a pig all day. All right.
And a lot of these leaves can be eaten too. It's not that they can't, because I see some really good leaves there.
Yeah, if we
and they go in salads, and you can stew these cauliflower leaves down just like any other leaf. So it's not that all of those are bad leaves. It's just that we took the heads out.
Yeah, we have. If we didn't have as much as we have, I mean, we still have purple top turnips out in the field. It snowed that deep on top of them. Didn't hurt them.
I stewed some down yesterday.
We ate them last night, just as sweet as they could be. And if the freeze kills them, we have enjoyed them throughout the whole winter. We've enjoyed the roots and everything, so it's not going to be a big loss to us because I got to turn that field over anyway.
Probably next week after the cold, and then we'll be ready for sweet corn and yellow wax beans.
Yellow wax bean, the Cherokee yellow wax beans, sweet corn, the Louisiana purple pods, building up our English pea arbor down through there.
We're going to try some contenders somewhere this time.
Let's see. I'm going to plant some Jimmy Red this year. Instead of the Danny corn this year, because we got so much Danny corn stored up in the freezer, I'm going to plant a few rows of the Jimmy Red this year. Tim and them, I ground some in the grist mill for them, and it turned out to be really, really a good corn for grinding, making corn flour. That'll be a good thing for us to get the Jimmy Red in for the flour for that. And let's see if we have anything else, Ms. Wanda. We're going to be doing the electroculture. Mr. Mickey sent us in the fruit orchards.
And we got it in here all over the place.
Yeah, we got them stuck here everywhere. But we're going to be doing that in the near future. We got a couple more green stalks. We got to get full with some soil, get it ready to put some kind of herbs or something, man. I don't know what just yet. We got a couple of grapevines we're going to be getting out. We're fixing to build a grape arbor right here in the front. Got that on the schedule to be done. We have finished the walk-in cooler, almost. All we lacking it's the floor, but we got it where we can use it now. We'll have some videos coming up on using that.
And the pig.
And the pig. Got a video coming up. We'll have a video coming up on the pig. I think we'll be smoking some more bacon.
And coffee.
And coffee. We're going to be smoking some more bacon and some coffee in the future. Kind of giving y'all a heads up on some things that we have on the agenda. Building a larger container garden out in the front of the property out here. We just went and got the ground cover for that. We're going to be building a lot larger one of that. We're going to be adding on to the front of the prepper shack. Got that started. Guys, it's a never-ending thing, you know. I got sawdust in my veins instead of blood. I have to be building. So stay with us. Enjoy the journey with us. Thank you guys from Pecan Grove.